Everyone talks about what a damaged skin barrier looks like. The redness, the flaking, the dryness. But no one talks about what it actually feels like before any of that starts showing up on your skin, especially on brown skin. What you see on social media are the signs showing up on Caucasian skins, lighter skin tones. Our skin feels it differently. And if you miss those signs, your barrier will be damaged before you even know it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Neha. I'm a certified skincare coach. Now I have lived through barrier damage twice and both times were different. The first time it happened within hours. The second time it took several days. And that is the thing about barrier damage. It does not always hit you all at once. Sometimes it builds slowly, and if you do not know what early signs to look for, you will keep going, keep applying products and end up with a fully damaged barrier. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what a damaged barrier actually feels like from the inside. What causes it, how to identify it, and how to heal it. And at the end, I'll share the products that actually worked for me, including some OG viral ones you already know, and a few hidden gems that nobody's talking about, but absolutely should be. So let's get into it. You see, your skin barrier is the topmost layer of your skin. Stratum corneum, the layer that you can actually touch and feel. Think of it as a wall. The skin cells are the bricks, and holding those bricks together is a fatty layer made up of cholesterol, ceramides, and fatty acids. That is your mortar, and this wall has one job: control what goes in and what comes out. And when that mortar starts to break down, it develops cracks, and that is when things go wrong. This could happen due to a prolonged use of a product that your skin didn't agree with, or sometimes it's washing your face with hot water repeatedly. That heat literally strips away the fatty layer, and sometimes it's layering too many actives without giving your skin time to recover. Now, before I share my experience, I want to share something very important. The visible signs of a damaged skin barrier don't look the same on every skin tone or every skin type. Redness that you constantly see as a sign of damaged barrier may not even show up clearly on deeper skin tones. So the point is, you cannot rely on what you see, and that is exactly why I want to talk about what it feels like. Because I have been there twice, and both times the early signs felt completely different. And if you're someone who is constantly confused about what your skin actually needs, that is exactly what I help people figure out in my one-to-one skincare coaching sessions. The link to that is in the description below. Now, if you're finding this helpful, please subscribe. I cover this kind of content every single week. So let me now take you to the first time it happened to me. So I shaved my face right after I used an exfoliating face wash. That's double exfoliation back to back. And then I layered my vitamin C serum on top. The moment it touched my skin, I felt a sting. Not a tingle, a sharp sting. And that was my signal. My skin was telling me something is totally off. So I stopped right there. No more actives. I reached for my barrier repair cream and a non-tinted mineral sunscreen. No extras, and I left my skin alone. But by evening, I noticed tiny itchy bumps had already started appearing around my mouth. No redness, just bumps and itch. And here is the thing. Imagine if I hadn't stopped. If I had gone ahead, layered more actives, or used a chemical sunscreen with additional ingredients, the damage would have been significantly worse. I acted on it immediately, and that made all the difference. Now, the second time it happened, I was on my trip to India last year. You see, I live in a hot and humid climate all year round. India in winter is super cold and dry, completely opposite. And I knew this going in, so I packed accordingly. Richer moisturizers, products suited for a drier climate, and some anti-aging support as well. For the first few days, my skin was absolutely fine, but after a few days, I started noticing my skin was getting very dry by midday, like my skincare had just worn off. And this was happening even though I was using richer moisturizers than usual. I kept feeling this tightness, sensitivity, day after day, skin feeling drier by midday. You see, something was quietly building up. And then one morning, I felt it. That familiar feeling of something being off. My skin felt strange. Within a few hours, my face started feeling warm, then hot, and then bumps all over my face, not just around the mouth. This time, everywhere. This time, there was also some redness, but it looked and felt completely different from the first incident. This was my skin actually telling me the cumulative stress of traveling across the globe, weather changes, lifestyle changes, and 100 other things simultaneously happening had finally crossed the line. By the way, if your skin has been feeling irritated, sensitive, or just off, you can download my free damaged skin barrier guide from the description below. Now, coming back to the topic, you see two incidents, same person, completely different reactions. And this is so important because when we talk about barrier damage, we always we see the same kind of images. Red, visibly inflamed, flushed skin. And that is one version of it, but it's not the only version. For many of us, especially for those of us with medium or deeper skin tones, the redness may not show up at all the way it does on lighter skin. What shows up instead are bumps, warmth, itching, tightness, sensitivity, all these feelings before visible signs. And because we don't see our reaction matching to what's being shown online, we second guess ourselves, we keep applying products, and we make our skin worse. You see, the barrier does not break overnight. Our skin sends a signal first. A sting, unusual dryness, a skin that feels warm, sensitivity that lingers. These are the warnings, and the visible damage comes after. So now let me take you through how I fixed my skin barrier both times. I literally stripped everything back to 3 products. That's it. Also, I stopped all the actives, no exfoliants, no layering, nothing that my skin does not absolutely need. Frankly speaking, this is not the time to worry about anti-aging or pigmentation. My only job back then was to let my skin breathe and recover. That was the first thing. Number 2 is I went ahead and used a gentle cleanser. I went back to my Cetaphil gentle cleanser. Nothing fancy, nothing exfoliating. Just something that cleans without stripping. And I tell you, if your skin barrier is damaged, is sensitized, your cleanser should be the most boring product in your bathroom. Next step, a ceramide heavy moisturizer. I use the Ileune A2 Ceramide Concentrate Cream both times. Ceramides are the building blocks of your lipid matrix, and this cream is a gem. It rebuilds the mortar that holds your skin barrier together. When your barrier is damaged, you need to flood it with ceramides so it can start rebuilding from within. You can also try their Ileune A2 Soothing Gel or the A2 Concentrate Gel. The entire range is ceramide rich and excellent when dealing with the skin barrier damage. And this is completely non-sponsored. I'm not being paid to say this out loud. This is just coming all from my personal experience. The 4th step I kept was a mineral sunscreen only, and that too non-tinted. No chemical filters, no tint, nothing extra. Just a clean, simple mineral sunscreen to protect the skin while it heals without adding any potential irritants. That's it. 3 products, both times. The first time it happened, I healed my skin from this to this in 5 days. And the second time it happened, I healed my skin in 7 days, going from this to this. So whether you're traveling to a new climate, trying out a new product, or layering multiple actives, do not wait for the damage to show up. The moment you feel anything off with your skin, increase your moisturizer immediately, reduce your actives, give your skin at least a week to adjust before you go back to your full routine. Your skin is adapting. Give it the space to do that. Keep it simple, give it what it needs and nothing more. And most importantly, identify those signs. Start listening to your skin before it has to scream at you to get your attention. I've linked all the products I mentioned in the video in the description below, so do check that out. And if this video helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.